what comes to mind when I think of the Cedar Falls Bible Conference is joy, encouragement, fellowship, amazing fellowship I didn't know existed until last year.
It's just a wonderful place of refuge in some ways from the crazy world we live in, and the richest spiritual teaching and preaching that you could find anywhere. It's a week out of the year that we just mark off the calendar and we're there. And so I'm so looking forward to this year's Bible conference as well.
My first real stepping onto the grounds was for my Bible conference, or my Bible study with Jess Hansen invited me to last year. So been here my whole life, didn't know this, I knew this place existed, had no idea what it was all about. I
had known Anne through athletics. My grandchildren and her children participated in sports. And so actually we first met in the bleachers, I think, enjoyed sports. And so we were acquainted on that level. And so there was a Bible study out here at the conference center last summer, about a year ago. And across generational Bible study for women in particular. And all of a sudden, Anne shows up.
So I was invited to the women's Bible study by Jess Hansen, and I got to know Jess Hansen because of Jackson's accident. I will always come back to my search for who is God comes back to Jess and Dave and Jackson's accident as just horrible and horrific and life-changing as a horrible accident that was. There has been some trickling of, at least in my opinion, some real positives when it comes to searching for something you didn't know you were missing. And I was missing God. And so because I reached out to Jess encouraged me to come to a Bible study, which I have never attended in my life. I had to go buy a Bible.
We were looking at her new Bible and wondering, gosh, I've never seen a Bible quite like that. It had a beautiful blue cover, gold lettering, and as you opened the Bible, in the margins of the pages were places for adult coloring, designs, and so on. And Mary, I think it was, spoke up and she said, well, does it have a concordance? And Anne looked and said, what's a concordance? Remember?
I did. And I think I asked, what's the gospel?
Yes. I mean, there were just questions. And pretty soon, I mean, the humility and the courage that it took for Anne that day is remarkable. Because pretty soon the tears were trickling down her cheeks. And she says, ladies, I have to tell you, I've been in church all my life, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. And in this world we're living in and all the troubles and problems, she says, I have got to find out what's going on. And we assured her, Anne, you're in a safe place. And I was so pleased. I mean, the women at the table just embraced Anne.
And that was important to me.
And we were so glad you were there. It's like you came to the right place.
And the trust at that table, my fear of walking and trying to learn more and about Christ and who he is and what he's done for us, I've always been a little skeptical, because I see people who talk this biblical talk and throw out scripture and gosh, they have the Bible memorized, but then I kind of see the people that they are. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and I'm not trying to, but how can you throw out biblical verses and preach his word and yet live such a different life in different cases? Because I am not a perfect person, and I think that was scary to me, because I am so not a perfect person. I sin every day. So how do you start this walk with Jesus and have a true walk with you, an honest, transparent conversation? And this table of ladies were so reassuring to me that it was safe for me to just come clean with my fears. Like, if I tell you some things and I ask some questions, you can't laugh at me. And you can't leave here and go, did you see Ann Remmert? Boy, she sure doesn't know anything. And that was you, because you just have to trust. And, I sat at the best table that day.